So today's class is about determining the acceleration of complex linkages. You can say. Let's say we have a mechanism like this, which is not a four-bar mechanism, but a combination of more than four linkages. So this is a toggle mechanism, which is used to apply lot of force at the end when we move the crank. So you can say in this mechanism, if we rotate this crank O1B, then it will apply a lot of force on this slider. So toggle mechanism is also used to clamp. So, so in this case, you can see there are more than four number of linkages. If the mechanism has more than four number of linkages, or it seems like it is a bit complex to resolve it using simple acceleration mechanism, we can divide the whole problem into two different problems. Let's try to draw the velocity diagram for this. So let's say this is point B, let's say this is point C, and this is point D. And let's say this is link 1, this is link 2, this is link 3, this point is O3, and this is link 4. Then there is this link, slider, and then there is this fixed link. So total 6 number of links are there. So in order to draw the velocity diagram, let's take a fixed point O, and let's draw the velocity of point B, which will be perpendicular to link O1B. So it will be something like this. And this point will be B if we know the omega 1. Okay. Let's say omega 1 is given and it is 100 rad per second. So this point is known, this direction is known. Now for C, the velocity of point C with respect to B will be perpendicular to link BC. So it may be either this side or it may be either this side. I'm just taking it for my convenience. It's a trial vector on this side. Similarly, D with respect to the fixed point is moving in a straight line. So it will be in either direction. The velocity of C with respect to fixed point O3 will be perpendicular to link O3C. So if we draw a perpendicular, this is perpendicular to O3C, then we will get point C. Okay. And the velocity of point D with respect to C will be perpendicular to link CD. So I will just draw a perpendicular to link CD, something like this. And then this is the horizontal line. So this intersection will give you point D. So determining the velocity of each link and each point is easy. Okay. But what about acceleration? For acceleration, it becomes very complex if we consider all the linkages at one time, because each motion consists of two or more than two components. So for drawing the acceleration polygon, we can divide the whole problem into two parts. First part is that when we consider the link 1, 2, 3 and frame or fixed. In the second part, that is 3, 4 and frame. Notice that how I have selected these two is that link 1, 2, 3 and frame is a simple 4-bar linkage. It has two fixed points O1 and O3 and a connecting frame which will connect O1 to O3. Similarly, if you see 3, 4, uh, slider and frame, I just forgot the slider, 3, 4, D and frame. So it again becomes a 4-bar mechanism, and it is nothing but simple slider crank mechanism. See, 3, 4, the D point slides, so it becomes a slider crank mechanism. So let's try to first draw the acceleration diagram of first part. So for this, let's take this point O dash, and from O dash to B, there will be two components, the normal component and the tangential component. Normal component will be opposite to radius vector. So I'm just drawing a line parallel to O1B, and it is normal vector for point B, whose value is omega 1 cross omega 1 cross r, and everything is known, so we know now this point. Let's say that it is moving with a constant angular velocity, so the tangential component becomes 0, and therefore omega 1 is constant. Therefore, this is the B dash point. From here, let's try to think about point C. So C will also have two components. One is the normal component. Normal will be parallel to link BC. And opposite to the radius vector. So we know this is the direction. और इसकी वैल्यू हो जाएगी omega cross r. Omega can be determined from the velocity polygon. So this point is also known. And then from here, we can draw the tangential component. Tangential component will be perpendicular to link BC. So I will just draw a perpendicular line to link BC. And here we don't know the value, so we don't know the point C dash exactly on this acceleration polygon. For point C, again we can consider the fixed point O3. So there will be the normal component, which will be uh, parallel to link O3C. So I'm just trying to draw a link which is parallel to O3C. And the value of this is omega cross r, which is again known. Sorry, the direction I have just made is a bit confusing. Okay, so direction of the normal component will be like this. And this value is ANC. And again, this is omega cross r. Omega can be determined from the velocity polygon. So we know this is the point. This is the direction. And then we can draw a tangential, which will be perpendicular to link O3C. So we will just draw a line which is perpendicular to link O3C. And this will be the tangential component of point C. We don't know, but this is again a trial vector. So from here, if we just extend the line and it will intersect at some point. This point will be C dash. So I hope that this acceleration polygon is clear to you. Is there any question from your side? So if not, let's go to the point, the second component, that is link 3, 4, slider and frame. So for this, let's try to draw the acceleration diagram. So again, take the fixed point O dash and from O dash, let's try to draw for uh, point D. It will always be horizontal. It may be in any direction. I'm just taking for my convenience here. It's a trial vector. And for point C, we know the distance between O dash and C dash. See this distance. So we can just draw O dash C dash like this so that we can get this point C dash. And now think about point D. So for point D, we can draw the normal component. So normal component will be parallel to link CD. So this is the normal component for link CD. And this value is also known because omega is known. So we can just draw omega cross R. And for the tangential component, we will just draw a perpendicular to link CD. So, and this point which intersects the tangential component of link CD will be D dash. In fact, if you try to draw it on the first part itself, you can also draw, but the whole diagram just becomes a bit complex. So if I try to draw here only on the first one, so this is the direction of D dash, then this is the direction of the normal component of DC, and then this is the tangential component. So this will be D dash. So on the same problem also you can, on the same diagram you can also solve. But if you want to make everything clear, precise, it's better to use a two-part strategy instead of single part. So this will make the whole part easy for you.